Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, and welcome to Julie and Karen Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of North Brookfield Junior Senior High School for tonight's girls non-league showdown between the Cougars of Quaboag Regional High School and the North Brookfield Lady Indians. LPAC is excited to be bringing you all of the remaining home games live for the boys and girls Varsity basketball teams this season. I'm Tabby LeBlanc, and I'll be behind the microphone to describe this evening's action, so sit back and enjoy the game. We'll be bringing you both games of the doubleheader this evening, starting with the girls and following this game with the boys at approximately 7 o'clock. Quaboag under first-year coach William Beauregard come into this evening contest with an overall record of 7-6 and a 4-5 in the Southern Worcester County Conference. The Cougars' last game was a 33-17 win over division rival Bartlett last Friday night. The Lady Indians come into this evening's contest with an overall record of 5-9 and a 4-2 record in the WCC. North Brookfield's last game was a 47-41 tough luck loss to South Lancaster on Wednesday, January 31st. The Lady Indians fell to the Cougars in their first meeting back on January 3rd by a score of 41-30. Quaboag currently sits in third place in the Swickle behind Oxford and Milbury. The Cougars have the second leading scorer in the Swickle as Kiera Dorman has averaged 16.4 points per game while knocking down 11 three-pointers. In the first meeting of these two clubs, Dorman recorded 17 points, 17 rebounds, and 6 steals to lead the host Cougars. Sidney Corpy also added 10 points for Quaboag. As a team, Quaboag is averaging 34.1 points per game on the offensive end, while giving up an average of 38.2 points per game on the defensive end. The Cougars' next game is this Wednesday, February 7th, as they travel to Tantascwa for a 6:30 start. The Lady Indians under coach Lindsey Bennett are looking to rebound after a tough nail-biting loss to SLA last Wednesday in South Lancaster. The Lady Indians trailed by 6 at the half, but couldn't overcome the deficit, playing even with the Crusaders in the second half. Kylie Bulger led the Indians with 15 points, knocking down 2 three-pointers, and Serenity Ayala dropped in 14 with 2 three-pointers. The Lady Indians as a team averaged 35.9 points per game while surrendering 42.6. They will have their work cut out for them tonight in trying to slow down the Cougars' Kiera Dorman. Every game is critical for North Brookfield as they try to secure a district playoff spot. They still have hope in capturing the WCC title, but will have to win out the balance of their league games. The next game for the Lady Indians will be tomorrow night as they have moved Wednesday's games at David Prouty to tomorrow due to the bad weather forecast for Wednesday. They then head to Bellingham to take on Bethany Christian Academy on Friday night. So at this time, we're going to be handing things off to Athletic Director and Public Address Announcer Sheila LeBlanc for the starting lineups and our national anthem.
Good evening and welcome to the Julie and Karen Memorial Gymnasium. The athletic department would like to remind fans to please refrain from walking on the playing area at all times. At halftime of the games, no one is allowed to shoot baskets or leave their seats to address anyone at the scorer's table or team entries. We do ask that you dispose of all your trash in the waste baskets as you leave the gymnasium. We ask that children do not be left alone, unattended in the hallways with their parents at all times. We hope that all of you enjoy tonight's contest. And please be reminded that North Brookfield sports MIAA standards of displaying good sportsmanship at all times for all players, coaches, and officials. The athletic directors, game administrator, and staff reserve the right to ask anyone who is berating, cursing, and taunting during the course of the game to immediately leave the school grounds and, if necessary, with an escort from our police department. And now, for the starting lineups for the visiting team from Quaboag Regional. Starting forward, sophomore, number 5, Kiera Dorman. Starting forward, the sophomore, number 11, Alex. Starting guard and junior, number 20, Carly Duff. Starting guard, freshman, number 21, Steve.
small communities have pulled together as a beautiful one. My brother would ask why this creature means so much out here, so far from the South Shore. He now knows why. Thank you. God bless Lena, Parker, Jacqueline, Julie, and the rest of our fallen leaders.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A touching ceremony in memory of Lena Noonan, who passed away in a car accident just before the season started. Her father and mother, Joe and Becky Noonan, presenting her road jersey that she wore in the championship game last year for Quaboag to North Brookfield. Lena grew up with most of these girls from North Brookfield. Like Joe said, they live right up the street here on Oakham Road. So, starting for Quaboag will be Kiera Dorman, Adeline Ford, Carly Duff, Sydney Corfee, and Brooke Dion. For the Lady Indians, Sydney Messenger, Kylie Bulger, Lindsay Schimmelpenny, Madison DiDonato, and Tabitha Earls. Dorman and Earls to jump center. Quaboag gets the tap, up ahead. Ball's laid up and in. That was Sydney Corfee. Quaboag in a press. Double up Sydney into Lindsay underneath. Tried to get it to Maddie, but goes out of bounds. It'll be Quaboag ball. Kiera Dorman averaging 16.4 points a game. North Brookfield, man-to-man. And we've got a foul. The foul is on Maddie DiDonato. That's her first, team first. Lady Indians is man-to-man. Ball goes to Dorman on the right. She drives the lane. And got a foul on Kylie Bulger. That's her first, team second. Kiara Dorman going to the line, shooting 2. This is the first. Dip, shoots. Another miss. It goes out of bounds. It'll be the Indians' ball. Kylie Bulger inbound against the press. Goes to Sydney. Cross court to Maddie up ahead. Nice pass. Maddie with it. Quaboag man-to-man. We got a foul on Carly Duff. That's her first. Team first. Try to get the ball tapped. Sydney Messenger comes left. Loses it, gets it back. Back out to DiDonato. Sydney Messenger with a nice crossover, but loses it. Corfy with it. Slowing it down. Back to Dorman. Corfy. Up to Ford. Dorman in the corner. Brooke Dion with it. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Dorman has it. Dion. Nope, they don't get it off. Good defense by the Lady Indians. 30-second shot clock violation by Quaboag. Pass to Tabitha over half court. Tabitha drives, stops. Ball gets deflected. Kick back out. Kylie Bulger from the foul line. It's good. Kylie Bulger for 2. Now Brookfield in the press. Maddie gets a piece of it and it goes off of her. Be Quaboag ball. 1-2-1-1 press for the Indians. And a 2-on-1 for Quaboag. Back and forth. Dion misses. Tabitha flying in. Ball gets batted away from her. Dorman comes up with it. To Corfy. In the corner to Dion. Batted by Tab. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Dorman drives the middle. No good. Sydney Messenger battling for the rebound. Dorman comes up with it in the corner and ooh, I guess she didn't lose it out of bounds. Must have been deflected out. Ball's inbounded to Ford. Corfy. Cross court to Dion. Can't get it. It's out of bounds. It's going to be the Indians' ball. 2-2. Just almost 3 minutes into the first quarter. Maddie DiDonato calling up a play. Maddie goes back right. Comes off a screen by Tab. Gets double teamed. Then we get a foul. That foul's on Brooke Dion. Her first, team second. Cross court pass to DiDonato. Driving left goes to Schimmelpenny. Back to Sydney. Kylie with it. Drives right. Goes up a floater. Got her in. Oh, good. Lindsay's there, but can't control it. The ball goes out of bounds. Now Brookfield falling back. They're gonna picking up their man at half court. Ford with it. Tries to get it inside. Back to Dorman. Lobs it inside to Ford. Over Schimmelpenny's no good. Earls with the rebound. Sydney Messenger bringing it up. Good crossover dribble. Tries to back, go to Bulger, but can't control it. It'll remain North Brookfield ball. Two the score. Quaboag with the steal. Dorman bringing it down. Up ahead to Duff. A little short jumper by Adeline Ford for 2. Alger gets it to Earls, and we got a foul. That foul's on Adeline Ford. That's her first. Team third. Quaboag back picking up at half. Sydney Messenger. The high post to Schimmelpenny. Loses it. And we got a jump ball. It's going to remain the Indians' ball. DiDonato inbounds. Schimmelpenny. Messenger. Back in the corner. DiDonato for 3. It's strong. Dorman coming down. Gets by Bulger. Lays it up and in. Kiera Dorman. Her first points of the game. DiDonato to Messenger. And she travels. (6-2). The Cougars up. Dorman inbounds. Corfy back to Dorman. Ball goes inside. Left-handed hook, no good. Lindsay Schimmelpenny comes down with it. The Messenger. Sydney gets doubled up in the backcourt, and we got a foul. That's fouls on Adeline Ford. That's her second. Team fourth. Skip past DiDonato. Takes the 3. Strong. Tabitha Ertl battles for the rebound, but Corfy comes up with it, pushing the ball down. Corfy in the corner, and we got to travel. Adeline Ford with the misstep. She comes out, and we've got Jessica Sousa in for Quaboag. Ball is inbound to DiDonato. She gets trapped at half court. Tabitha comes up with it. Sydney Messenger for 3. She got bumped, but there was no call. Tabitha Earls with the steal. Up ahead. Stops. Puts it in. Tabitha Earls for 2. That's Tab's first bucket. 6-4. Now Brookfield keeping pace here. Dorman with it. Goes by Bulger. Tricky dribbles. And we got travel. Ayala and Riccitelli coming in for DiDonato and Messenger. Quaboag pulling off the press. Ayala with it. Got it by Duff. And another foul. We got Heather Fontaine coming in. That was Duff's second foul, so Quaboag picking up some fouls. Bulger to Earls. Tabitha backing in. Back to Ayala in the corner. Kylie to Tab. Tab, nice spin move. It's deflected out of bounds. Still 22 seconds left on the shot clock. Output put inbound. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cougars up, 6-4. Goes to Riccitelli off her hands. Ayala comes up with it. Serenity drives, loses it. Lindsay Schimmelpenny gets it, lays it in. Lindsay for her first bucket. Now Brookfield still in the press. Dorman goes around the screen, goes back, shot way off. Laid up, no good. Tabitha Earls reaches up, ball's on the floor. Tabitha dribbles out, tries to dribble out, and we got a timeout. North Brookfield. So with 1:28 to go in the first quarter, we got a tie ball game, 6-6. Now Brookfield getting a little trouble on the floor on that one. Coach Bennett calls a timeout, so they'll maintain the ball. The Indians did a good job of breaking Quaboag's press, not only getting the ball over, but also picking up some fouls on Quaboag. Both Adeline Ford and Carly Duff have 2 each. A lot of games, some of those bumps don't get called, but they're getting called, so Quaboag either has to adjust or they're going to live with a lot of people in foul trouble. Now Brookfield is switched in between their 1-2-1-1 press and their man-to-man. They haven't caused too many turnovers with the press. Seems like their man-to-man has been a little bit more successful. Schimmelpenny, Earls, Riccitelli, Bulger, and Ayala in the game for North Brookfield. Quaboag back in three-quarter court, press 1-2-2. Kylie gets doubled up, loses it. Dorman on the break, lays it up and in. Kiera Dorman, their second bucket. Ayala bring it up. Quaboag from the press back to man-to-man. Ayala gets trapped inside. And we've got a foul, looks like on Lindsay Schimmelpenny. Nope, it was on Serenity, pushed off. Can't get used to the 2 hands the refs are using now to call fouls. Dorman drives, and she gets fouled. Looks like Tabitha got her. Tabitha switched off and got caught. Dorman going to line for 2. That's Tab's first. Team fourth. Kiera misses. That's her 3rd miss tonight. Tips, shoots, got that one. Dorman with 5 points. Kylie Bulger bringing it up. Goes to Tab. Adds Lindsay, but couldn't see her. Dorman driving. Throws it up. No good. Lindsay Schimmelpenny. This way a jump ball. And it's going to stay Quaboag ball. Out Brookfield in the 2-3. Goes strong. Sam Riccitelli comes up with it to Ayala. Paisley Atwood in the game for Quaboag now. Sam gives it to Kylie. Kylie takes it no good. Tabitha there for the rebound. Let's put it back up. Lindsay comes up with it to Sam, to Kylie. No good. Tabitha there, takes it away, goes up. Round the rim, no good. They're still battling. Ayala with it. Lays it up. It's good. Serenity Ayala. And there's the horn. Exciting first quarter. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score Quaboag 9 and North Brookfield 8. North Brookfield relentless on those offensive boards. Four different scorers on the score sheet for North Brookfield. Bulger, Schimmelpenny, Tabitha Earls, and Ayala with 2 each. For Quaboag, Kiera Dorman has 5, Adeline Ford 2, and Sydney Corfey 2. Carly Duff and Adeline Ford with 2 fouls each. North Brookfield has 4 different players. with one each. Kylie Bulger, but in the offense, guarded by Jessica Sousa, goes to the corner, goes to Lindsay, to Ayala on the right. Serenity drives and gets kicked out of bounds. It'll remain the Indians' ball. Way out in the corner. Kylie Bulger needs to get it in, gets it stolen. Atwood bats it away. It'll be North Brookfield on the sideline now. Goes to Tab. Back out to Serenity. Serenity drives, throws one up. He must have hit the support. Kiera Dorman bringing it down. Just at the start of the second quarter. Atwood sets the screen. Dorman comes off of it. Back to Atwood. Tabitha shuts her down. Comes up with the rebound. Tabitha doing yeoman work on the boards tonight. Both ends. Here comes Kylie. Looking to hit somebody. Can't find somebody. Back to Ayala. Serenity way downtown. It's short. Goes for it. Kylie ends up with it. Avoids the travel, but then Tabitha gets it, takes a big step. Heather Fontaine coming out, and Brooke Dion back in the game. Goes to Sousa, back to Dorman. Dorman looks like she hooked Tabitha, but got away with it. Kylie Bulger bringing it up. Kylie to Tabitha on the high post. Backs in, back to Serenity for three. Little strong. Dorman with the rebound. Up ahead. Goes by, and Serenity got her. Fouls on Serenity Ayala. That's her second. Team fifth. Kiera Dorman going to the line, going to get two. Got the first one. Brianna Quillich in for Lindsay Schimmelpenny. Dorman dip, shoots. No good. Tabitha with it. Kylie, nice crossover, drives the lane, lays it up, no good. Gets the offensive rebound, lays it up and in. Kylie Bulger. Now Brookfield in their press. Dorman bringing it up. Kylie reaches, can't get it. Quaboag with it, and no good. Serenity Ayala brings it down. So Ayala with a couple of nice crossovers. Still going, stops, gets trapped, and we got a foul. That foul's on Paisley Atwood. That's her first. Team 6. Serenity Ayala as Samantha Riccitelli come out. DiDonato and Messenger back in the game. Good job by Serenity and Sam. Kylie loses her dribble. Gets it into Tabitha. Back to Maddie. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Maddie drives, throws it up, no good. Murphy with the rebound to Gorman. Dorman way ahead. Jessica Sousa comes up with it. Murphy drives back to Dorman. Still 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Ball's loose on the floor. Tabitha comes up with it. It's going to be a jump ball. Dion from the corner. No good. Tabitha loses it and picks up a foul. Jessica Sousa came up with the offensive foul, and Tabitha got her. That's Tab's second. So we got Tabitha and Serenity with two each. Jessica Sousa going to the line shooting two. Jessica, senior. Left-hander gets the first one. Quaboag with three seniors on their roster. Sousa dips, shoots. It's long. And rebound loose on the floor. Quillich comes up with it, gives it to Messenger. Sydney looking up ahead. DiDonato, little strong. Coming up at around 7 o'clock tonight, we'll have the boys game, the Cougars against the Indians. The rematch of an earlier game. Sousa with it. Back to Dorman in the corner, back out front. Ball swings. Catherine O'Donnell in the game. Dorman drives, no good. Sousa with the rebound. Goes it up, it's no good. Fouls on Maddie DiDonato. That's her second. Sousa's getting in there. I don't know how amongst the trees getting these offensive rebounds. Sousa dips, shoots. That one's off. Well, I guess I know how she's getting them. She's just getting in there and working her butt off to get them. Sousa, the second of two. Dips, shoots. That one's long. Dorman comes down with the rebound. Skip pass, Dion, way downtown, no good. Quillich with the rebound. Sydney Messenger crossover. Sydney at the top of the circle. Kicks it back to Kylie Bulger for three. Line drive shot. Brooke Dion comes down with it. 4.5 minutes to go. Quaboag up one. 4.5 minutes in the second quarter. Dion with it, fumbles it. Looking for the cutters. O'Donnell. Dorman looking for the cutters. Back to Corfy. O'Donnell. Batted away. Ball's loose on the floor. This one will be the Indians' ball. Sydney Messenger on the floor. Maddie DiDonato looking for a play. Goes to Sydney Messenger on the right side. Cross court to Kylie. Saves it, but steps out of bounds. Quaboag calls timeout. So the Lady Indians not really having a problem getting the ball up. They're just missing on a couple of close passes. Dribbling with their heads up. Quaboag came out of their trap because I think they would, afraid of the fouls. Just kept fouling. But when we look at it now, Brookfield's in a little bit of a trouble. Madison DiDonato with two. Tabitha Earls with two. And Serenity Ayala with two. Once Tabitha comes out of the game, they lose that rebounding strength. Lindy Schimmelpenny moves into that center slot. Brianna Quillich takes over Lindsay's spot. So for Quaboag so far, Kiara Dorman has six of their 11 points. Adeline Ford with two and Sydney Corfy with two. Both teams will be in the bonus on the next foul. Quaboag will inbound. Now Brookfield picking up in man at half court. Quaboag's offense, what they've been doing is going to one side and looking for cutters on the other side. Sets the screen. Dorman, oops, travels. DiDonato bringing it up, got it by Dorman. Sydney Messenger. That's it. Back to Maddie. Maddie launches a three. It's long. Dorman comes down with it. Throws it to Sousa. Sousa comes out of the corner. Dion with the shot. Off glass for three. Brooke Dion. Her first points of the night. It's a three. 14-10. Quaboag up by 4. And we've got a foul on O'Donnell as she comes behind Lindsay Schimmelpenny. Lindsay will be going to the line for a 1-and-1. Carly Duff back in the game for Jessica Sousa. Lindsay Schimmelpenny at the line, shooting 2. Lindsay. Round the rim, no good. Ball batted around. Ends up with a rebound, goes back up with it. That fouls on number 25, Catherine O'Donnell. That's her second. Quick 2. Lindsay going to the line, getting 2 on this one. Dips, shoots, off to the right. Lindsay's a little strong. Goes for the offensive rebound. Dion comes down with it. 14-10. Quaboag by 4. Duff drives. Goes to Dion outside. Around the rim, no good. O'Donnell gets the offensive rebound, lays it in. Catherine O'Donnell for 2. North Brookfield definitely with a size disadvantage. Bulger tries to go through the double team. Gets tied up. It's going to be Quaboag ball. It's an important stretch for the Lady Indians here. They need to get a stop and get a bucket. Ball goes to the corner, and we lose it out of bounds. That was Carly Duff. Quaboag in full court man, not overplaying, just picking up. DiDonato, the messenger. Messenger. Tries to go backdoor to Maddie. And jump ball. It will remain the Lady Indians ball. 2 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the half. 16-10. Quaboag with 6-point lead. Sydney Messenger. Nice crossover move. And lost it out of bounds. And we've got subs and subs and subs. Paisley Atwood in for O'Donnell. Riccitelli, Ayala in for the Lady Indians. Gorman with it, looking for cutters. Sam Riccitelli goes for a steal. And Carly Duff banks one in. That's Carly's first points of the night. Serenity Ayala bringing it up. Serenity up ahead. Sam Riccitelli puts it up off glass, no good. Kylie Bulger comes down with it. Fires it underneath to Lindsay Schimmelpenny. Up and in. Nice pass, Kylie to Lindsay. Finishes it off. North Brookfield staying in it. Ball goes to the corner. A little spin move and laid up and in. That's Carly Duff. Serenity Ayala. We got a blocking foul. Carly Duff, that's her third foul. Jessica Sousa back in for Duff. Serenity Ayala at the line shooting 1-1. Serenity tips, shoots. It's too strong. Now Brookfield's going to take advantage of these free throws. They're in the bonus. They got to take advantage of it. They've missed 6 of them in the last couple of minutes. Gorman with it, driving, lays it up. No good. Serenity Ayala skies for the rebound. And Serenity's going to pick up her third foul. Sydney Messenger back in, replacing Serenity. What they lose on that is rebounding. Serenity was a little stronger rebounder than Sydney, but Sydney's definitely a good ball handler and shooter, so. 50 seconds left to go in the first half, 20-12. Quaboag by 8. Sydney Messenger bringing it up. Nice backdoor cut, just a little strong. North Brookfield's had three of those in the first half where they just overthrew them. So good job of looking up. They just got to make contact, just got to finish the execution. Sousa got it by Sydney Messenger. Dion comes out and sets the pick, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Heather Fontaine, who's in. I think this is Heather's first time in the game. One of the other seniors for Quaboag. 29 seconds to go. North Brookfield could really use a bucket here, and we got to travel. That was a big possession for North Brookfield. They could have another bucket to cut it to 6 at the half and then held them. Looking to keep it in single figures here. Ball goes to the high post. Looking for Dorman coming around. And we're going to travel. That was Paisley Atwood, a 9th grader. 13 seconds. Kylie Bulger bringing it up. Down to 10. Kylie looking for a screen. Comes off it. Kylie sends it out. Brianna Quillits for 3. No good. Brianna battles. And whew, long shots, no good. So North Brookfield hanging tough. So at the end of the first half, it's the Quaboag Cougars 20 and North Brookfield Lady Indians 12. So we'll take a break and we'll be back probably in about 6 minutes or so. So don't go away. Remember, we got the second game coming up also. Boys will be playing the Cougars. Welcome back to Julianne Karen Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of North Brookfield Junior Senior High School as we await the start of a second half of our game between the Cougars of Quaboag and the Lady Indians of North Brookfield. Score at the half is the Cougars 20, Lady Indians 12. Scoring for Quaboag in the first half, Jessica Sousa had 1, Kiera Dorman 6, Adeline Ford 2, Carly Duff 4, Sydney Corfey 2, Catherine O'Donnell 2, and Brooke Dion 3. For the Lady Indians, Kylie Bulger 4, Lindsay Schimmelpenny 4, Tabitha Earls 2, and Serenity Ayala 2. One of the big points of that first half is foul trouble, as for Quaboag, Adeline Ford has 2, Carly Duff 3, Catherine O'Donnell 2, Brooke Dion and Paisley Atwood 1 each. For the Indians, Kylie Bulger has 1, Madison DiDonato 2, Tabitha Earls 2, and Serenity Ayala 3. So Quaboag hasn't returned to the floor yet, but the Lady Indians need to stay out of foul trouble, need to start off strong in the third quarter. The last game here, we were talking about the keys to North Brookfield's season, and one of them was veteran leadership, that those veterans had to take over and show some leadership. So in looking at the SLA game, that game that night, we saw definite leadership from Kylie Bulger, Sydney Messenger, and Tabitha Earls. Tabitha on the rebounding end. Sydney made some great moves to the hoop, and Kylie, when Bethany Christian went to their press, Kylie took charge and got the ball up. I also noticed against SLA, Kylie had 15 points in that game. And again tonight, same thing. Tabitha, before she got in foul trouble, dominating on the boards. Kylie bringing the ball up against the pressure, and Sydney making some great moves. So let's hope that continues. Tonight is a tough one, but then they're facing Prouty tomorrow night, and then they've got league games coming up for the rest of the year. So Quaboag is not back yet, so according to rule, the ball's supposed to be put in play when that next horn goes off, but let's see what they do. They're coming back out. All right, so coming up around 7 o'clock tonight will be the boys games. That may be a little bit later, as it's right around 6:20 now, so it may be a little later before we start that game. And but that's the Cougars against the Indians. So by rule, the game's supposed to be starting now, but neither team is hustling out there, and it doesn't look like the refs are going to start it. It's a lot of those speed up rules and things that just kind of get pushed by the wayside. The same thing with checking in. Not supposed to allow anybody into the game unless they're at the score table, before the whistle, and, this after a timeout, after the half, so it will be Quaboag ball to start the second half. For North Brookfield, we got Bulger, Messenger, DiDonato, Schimmelpenny, and Earls. For Quaboag, Dorman, Ford, Duff, Corfey, and Brooke Dion. Dorman back out to Dion for 3. She's got it. Brooke Dion with her second 3 of the night. North Brookfield being pressed. Kylie Bulger loses it, and she fouls Kiera Dorman after the steal. That's Kylie's second, team first. So not starting off this first 15 seconds the way I'm sure Coach Bennett talked about it at halftime. Quaboag inbounding it. North Brookfield in the 2-3. Goes back out to Dion. Out in the corner, back underneath, and laid up and in. That was Sydney Corfey for 2. Quaboag back with the steal again. Kiera Dorman to Corfey. Looking for Dion outside the 3, got it by Earls. Now Brookfield in the man. Kiera Dorman. Got it by Bulger. Quick move, goes through. Lays it up, no good. A lot of bodies go down. Here comes Sydney Messenger with it. Crossover gets batted away. Messenger, Bulger for three. No good. Offensive rebound. Schimmelpenny to Messenger off glass. DiDonato no good. Dorman comes down with it. Now Brookfield had their chances. Ball's batted around and will go out of bounds. It'll remain Quaboag ball. That was Carly Duff with a quick move and drive to the lane. Quaboag bouncing that 8-point lead back up to 13. And we got a foul. That foul's on Kylie Bulger. That's her third. Team second. Ball goes to the corner to Dorman, just inside the three. It's no good. Tabitha Earls outreaches. Gets it, Sydney Messenger coming down. Backdoor cut. DiDonato in the corner loses it. And we got a jump ball. A sub, Serenity Ayala coming in for Kylie Bulger. It's one of those tough decisions for a coach. You can't let the game slip away, but yet the third foul. So sometimes you just, for a couple of seconds, just DiDonato on a drive, throws it in. And I do mean throws it in. Ball goes to the corner. It's good. That's Adeline Ford for two. Sydney Messenger loses it, gets it back. Ball's loose on the floor. Ford comes up with it. It's underneath, laid up and in. That's Sydney Corfey. Lays it in. And we've got a timeout, North Brookfield. Quaboag with a 15-point lead. 5 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. At the half, it was 20-12. Quaboag has outscored North Brookfield 9-2 in the first 2.5 minutes. A little quick math there. 2 minutes and 14 seconds to be exact. Quaboag coach William Beauregard trying to get his girls to keep the pressure up. That's the best offensive in the world, is getting the turnovers. Now Brookfield needs to keep under control. Do what they've done to break the press, and that's get the ball to Tabitha in the middle, but Quaboag looks like they've taken that away from them. North Brookfield really needs a bucket here. Quaboag in their press. Cross-court pass, DiDonato, stolen by Ford. Dorman slowing it down. Now Brookfield coming back out man-to-man. Duff. We got a foul on DiDonato. That's Maddie's third. So we've got Ayala with 3, DiDonato with 3, and Bulger with 3 for North Brookfield. Dorman setting up a play. Kicked out. Dion for 3, around the rim and out. Ayala with the rebound. Serenity gets a batter behind by Dorman. On the floor for it to Ford, back to Dorman. Dorman, Dion, Ford, back to Dorman, slowing it down. The high post to Ford. The jump shot, no good. Ayala bats it to Quillich and throws it away. DiDonato comes up with it. Back to Messenger. Sydney with it. In the corner. DiDonato goes by, lays it up and in. Maddie DiDonato. All 4 of the Indians' points in the second half, Maddie DiDonato. Up ahead to Ford. Somebody lost her. Sydney Messenger hustle back. Gets the rebound and throws it away. Dorman checking things out. Dion. Oh, Donato. Picks up another foul. It's Patty's fourth. Kylie going back in. Kylie has 3. Dorman. Crossover. Kylie gives her some room. Shot's no good by Sydney Corfey. Tabitha Earls with rebound. Here comes Kylie. Kylie crossover at center court. Tabitha at the high post. Tabitha looking to do something with it. Back to Serenity Ayala. It's long with it. Sydney Messenger and Corfey battle. Corfey comes up with it. To Dorman. Up ahead. And we've got to travel. That was Carly Duff. Carly, a junior. Now Kylie gets it deflected. Goes to Ford. Ford brings it in, plays it up and in. Adeline Ford. Sydney Messenger throws it up. Ayala. Serenity goes through. Back to Kylie. Short. Dion with the rebound. Bringing it up. Brooke Dion. Couple of threes tonight. Ball goes in the corner. No good. Tabitha Earls with the rebound. Kylie Bulger drives. Throws it up. It's no good. That foul's on Sydney Corfey. That's her first. Kylie going to line shooting 2. Kylie dip, shoots. A little strong. O'Donnell and Sousa in for Dion and Corfey. Kylie's got the second one. Kylie's first points of the second half. Now Brookfield picking up at half court with their man-to-man. Dorman guided by Messenger. Kylie comes up to double, and we got another travel. I think Kylie's a little too fast for her own good there. Now Brookfield needs a big hoop here to get back in this. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now Brookfield down by 14, and Sydney double dribbles, travels, turns it over. Dorman to Sousa. Sousa, quick move. Kicks out to the corner to Ford. Back to Duff. Ford gets it blocked by Earls. And Ayala comes up with a steal. Nice crossover around. Serenity throws it up, no good. And Sydney Messenger knocks it out of bounds. 2 minutes to go in the third. Sousa tries to get by, but it's shut off. Dorman gets it. O'Donnell with the offensive rebound is no good. Dorman comes down with it. Dorman. Dan Ford gets the offensive rebound and lays it in. Sydney goes by the defense. Bullets inside. Can't hit it. Here comes Duff. Gives it to Dorman. Dorman up ahead to Ford. Short. Sousa comes up with it. And Sydney Messenger knocks it out of bounds. Sam Riccitelli in for Sydney. Dorman. Somebody's lost their man here. Dorman back with it. Carly Duff. Looks inside to Ford. Back to Dorman. Back to Duff. Drives. Lays it up. No good. Tabitha Earls with the rebound. Comes Kylie. Quaboag in their man. And we got a foul on Jessica Sousa. That's her first. Team second. Kiara Dorman taking a break, and Carly Duff taking a break. Heather Fontaine back in. And North Brookfield throws it away. Paisley Atwood, also number 23, back in the game for Quaboag. Sousa and Fontaine, the guards, right now for Quaboag. North Brookfield tries to double. Atwood gets doubled by Bulger and Earls. Comes back to Fontaine. Oops. Sam Riccitelli gets to Ayala. Ayala on the drive. Throws it up. No good. Tabitha throws it up. And it's going to be a foul on the floor. And that's Catherine O'Donnell. That's her third. Team third. North Brookfield get the ball underneath their own hoop. Kylie Bulger inbound. Tries to get to Tabitha. Atwood knocks it out of bounds. Paisley Atwood, a ninth grader. Elizabeth Gibo. Gibo in for O'Donnell. Brookfield tries to get it in. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It remained the Indians' ball. Bulger tries to get to Earls. Sam Riccitelli comes down with it out to Serenity Ayala. Serenity. Common things down. 16 minutes to go in the quarter. 16 seconds, I'm sorry. And Quaboag stepped out of bounds. Serenity needs to take it a little bit stronger right to the hoop instead of fading away. Ball's inbounded Serenity with 9 seconds to go. Serenity drives again, fades away. Tabitha lays it up, no good, but she gets fouled. That foul was on Jessica Sousa. That's her second. Team fourth. Tabitha going to the line for two. Tabitha around the rim and out. Lady Indians having a tough night at the foul line here tonight. Tabitha dips, shoots. That one's strong. Gibo comes down with it. Throws it away, but it happens and it's thrown up there. It's no good. So the score at the end of the third quarter is Quaboag Cougars 33 and the North Brookfield Lady Indians 17. So Quaboag outscored North Brookfield 13-5 in that third quarter. At the end of that third quarter, Coach Beauregard for Quaboag was able to take out both Duff and Dorman, give him a little bit of a rest. We'll see if he brings him back in. He has a game, I believe, tomorrow night. North Brookfield has a game tomorrow night. This has become quite a rivalry through the last few years, and that's North Brookfield and Prouty. Our girls beat Prouty here back in December. Our boys lost to them. Coming up at roughly 7 o'clock or so will be the Indians facing the Quaboag Cougars boys team in a rematch of an earlier one. It's going to be Quaboag's ball coming out to start the fourth quarter. Riccitelli, Earls, Ayala, Bulger, and Quilich out there for North Brookfield. Sousa, Fontaine, Ford, Gibo, and Atwood in for Quaboag. Sam Riccitelli with a steal, knocks out of bounds. It's going to be Indians ball after a eye-to-eye conference between the two officials. Serenity Ayala bringing it down. Takes a three. No good. Tabitha Earls with the save. Sousa with it. Fontaine. Back to Ford. Fontaine. Atwood. Ford. Fontaine, 13, and we got a foul on Kylie Bulger. That's Kylie's fourth. Team fifth. Ford gets the inbound. Got it by Earls in the paint. Back outside. It's good. Three-pointer by Heather Fontaine. 36-17. Long pass to Quilich inside. Lays it up. No good. Gibo, the rebound. Goes Fontaine running it up. To Sousa. Ball goes to high post. We got Alyssa Betancourt in the game. Who hit that one? 4. Ball's loose on the floor, and we got a tie-up between Gibo and Quilich. That last three-pointer for Quaboag was by Heather Fontaine, number 4. Brooke Dion back in for Quaboag. Ayala takes the three from the corner short. Dion the rebound. Heather Fontaine in the corner. The Ford. Gibo from the corner is no good. Sam Riccitelli bringing it down. Sam pulls it back out. Serenity Ayala throws it up. No good. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Quaboag's ball. 39-17. Cougars up by 22. 5 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Fontaine over to Dion. High post to Ford. Spins by Tab. Goes up a left-hander. No good. Serenity Ayala coming down. Here comes Fontaine. Dion with the move. Ford shuffles around. Goes up, no good. Tabitha Earls with it. There's Tabitha, 1-on-3. Pulls up. She's got it. Tabitha Earls. Bob Custon and Jerry Deshays, our officials tonight. Now Brookfield pressing. Ball's loose on the floor. We got a jump ball. It's going to stay Quaboag's ball. Decent sized crowd here tonight. Always is when Quaboag meets North Brookfield. Ball's deflected. Sam Riccitelli comes down with it. Goes through the defense. Goes to Maddie DiDonato. Throws up a three. It's good. Maddie DiDonato. And Maddie has just picked up her 5th foul. And we've got a timeout. Quaboag. Sydney Messenger just checked in for DiDonato. DiDonato ends her night with 7 points. 4 minutes, 49 seconds to go. So Quaboag is outscored North Brookfield 19-10 here in the second half. It was 20-12 at the half. North Brookfield started to make a little bit of a run, and Donato, one of their three-point shooters, now is fouled out of the game. Maddie had all of her points in the second half. Tabitha Earls with 2 and Kylie Bulger with 1. Heather Fontaines hit a couple of threes in the second half. Adeline Ford with 6 in the second half. Sydney Corfey with 4. And Brooke Dion with another 3 in the second half. 5. Yep. Quaboag inbounding. It'll be Brooke Dion. Now Brookfield in their press. Here comes Fontaine driving on Quilich and wipes out. Ooh. Brianna gets the foul. That's Brianna's first. And Fontaine's going to the line shooting 2. Dip, shoots, banks the first one in. Fontaine dips, shoots. Too strong on the second one. Sam Riccitelli. Gorman back in the game for Quaboag. Riccitelli to Ayala. Ayala drives, goes around Dorman, lays it up and in. Serenity Ayala. Now Brookfield keeping the pressure on. Looks like Quaboag's got most of their starters back in. Corfey's in. Dorman's in. Allison Betancourt remains in. Fontaine's no good. Tabitha Earls tips it. Sam Riccitelli with it. Goes by. Sydney takes the 3. No good. There's 3 white shirts there for rebounds. Sam Riccitelli gets tied up. It's going to be North Brookfield ball. Sam with a nice job tonight. Always near the ball. Quillits, Riccitelli to Ayala. Back out to the corner to Messenger. Cross court to Ayala. Serenity. Serenity backing in. Into Tab. Tab. Up and under. Lays it up. No good. Quillits ends up with it. Banks it in. No good. Dion comes down with it. To Betancourt. Here comes Dorman. 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 40-24. Quaboag up. Betancourt. Dorman. Sam Riccitelli with the steal. Out ahead, Sam travels. Nice job. Steal by Sam. Kylie Bulger in for Brianna Quilich. Kylie's got 4 on her. Tabitha's got 2. Serenity's got 3. Ball batted out of bounds by Sydney. Long pass up to Fontaine. Corfey. In the corner to Fontaine. Long 3. He's got it. Heather Fontaine. 3 threes in the second half. Coming into the game, she had 9. So it's not a surprise that she would nail those. Tabitha Earls. Looking. Has to go by. We got a foul on Alyssa Betancourt. That's her first. Team 5th. It's going to be the Lady Indians ball underneath their own hoop. Sydney to inbound. Serenity in the corner. Comes off a screen way underneath the hoop. Serenity goes up, no good. Dorman comes out with it. Riccitelli on chase. Dorman kind of loses the handle on it. Rennie Ayala chased by Dorman. Dorman gets it from behind. And Tabitha Earls with the steal. Tabitha goes by the defense. Tabitha. Oh, tries to kick it back, but Dion comes back. Tabitha's got it. Back to Ayala. Off glass for three, Serenity Ayala. 43-27, 2 minutes to go. North Brookfield still battling. Quaboag trying to slow it down. Betancourt alone on the knee. Tabitha Earls comes up with it. Comes Kylie Bulger. Sydney Messenger. Back out to Serenity. Serenity gets tied up. Be a jump ball. It's going to be Quaboag's ball. Lindsay Schimmelpenny back in for North Brookfield. Quaboag with wholesale changes. Got Carly Duff in. Jessica Sousa. Elizabeth Gibo. Paisley Atwood and Christine O'Donnell. O'Donnell gets the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be the Indians' ball. 43-27, minute 25 to go in the fourth quarter. Coming up, probably about 15 minutes after this game, we'll have the boys' game. Sydney Messenger with a nice move. Backdoor to Riccitelli. Throws it up and in. Sam Riccitelli. It's her first bucket tonight. Now Brookfield still on the press. Carly Duff. Atwood drives, no good. O'Donnell, no good. Ball's loose, and it'll be the Indians' ball. Serenity crossover gets fouled. That foul's on Elizabeth Gibo. And it's not 1-1 yet, so it's going to be North Brookfield. Serenity Ayala hits it, just two. And we got a Quaboag timeout. So the lead is cut to 12 with 45 seconds to go. It will take a miracle, but now Brookfield battling down to the wire. I don't know whether or not Brookfield will try to foul here, but so coming up probably about 15-20 minutes after this game will be the boys playing.
Indians on three. First one. 1, 2, 3, Indians. First one, Rick, please. First one.
Quaboag to inbound here. Now Brookfield in their press, up man to man. Oh, press. Goes to O'Donnell. Back to Sousa. Quaboag just gonna pull it out and milk the clock here. Tough with it. Goes to Atwood. Stolen. Sydney Messenger on the floor. Quaboag comes back with it. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Ball goes to Gibo. Off glass, no good. Ball's loose. Riccitelli comes up with it. It's going to be a jump ball. 11 seconds to go. It'll be North Brookfield ball. Sydney Messenger. Up ahead to Ayala. Ayala drives the lane. In the paint. Round the rim, no good. Quaboag with the rebound, and they just hold it. So the final score here from the Julianne Caron Memorial Gymnasium in our first game is Quaboag 43, North Brookfield 31. We'll run down the scoring for you for Quaboag. Jessica Sousa had 1, Heather Fontaine 10, Kiara Dorman 6, Adeline Ford 8, Carly Duff 4, Sydney Corfey 6, Catherine O'Donnell 2, and Brooke Dion 6 for a total of 43. For the Indians, Samantha Riccitelli 2, Kylie Bulger 5, Lindsay Schimmelpenny 4, Madison DiDonato 7, Tabitha Earls 4, and Serenity Ayala 9 for a total of 31. So it looks like the next game, the boys will be starting in about 15 minutes. So we're going to take a break here and make sure you come on back probably in about 12 minutes or so. So let's take a break.